Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, regarding the ziyarat around the Kaabatullah is very, very auspicious, very, very virtuous, very great, very important. First and foremost, these are places where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, other Anbiya alayhimu salatu wassalam, Sahaba radiallahu ajmain, the awliya, ikram, rahmatullah alayhim, had been walked, and they had great respect for these Mubarak places. In regards to around the Haram Sharif, first and foremost, the area behind Marwa, Safa Marwa, behind that area, that is the area where the Hashimi tribe, that is the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam Khandan, lived in that vicinity. And we find that in this area is the place where the birthplace of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took place. It's today a library, and you recognize this building, that it has windows that are wooden windows, shutters. This is the place where our Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born. And when we go to the narrations, you find that on the day that Amina, the mother of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, had given birth to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those midwives, they had mentioned that it seemed as if the stars were coming into the house. The house was illuminated and was radiant with the nur of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born before Fajr Salah, so there was so much of light in that house, natural light, with the coming of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the place where the birthplace of Rasulullah took place, and just next to it, if your back is facing the Kaaba and you are looking at the house, to the right of it is Jabal Abu Qubais. This is the very first mountain that Allah Ta'ala created on the face of the earth. The earth was water, and where the Kaabatullah is, a bubble came up from there, and from there Allah spreaded the earth, like how the ladies will take the dough and they will spread it to make the roti. In that way, the earth spread it out, and then Allah Ta'ala made the mountains as pegs to stabilize the earth. And one of the very first mountain that Allah created was Jabal Abu Qubais. This is the very same mountain from where Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam had made that dua when he was leaving Hajra and Ismail alayhi salam. He made a dua there that, oh Allah, I'm leaving my children, you look after them. This is the same place that Ibrahim alayhi salam had called the azan, and Allah made the souls hear it, and those that said labbaik will come for Hajj. This is Jabal Abu Qubais. And at the bottom of the Jabal Abu Qubais, at that foothill over there, if, as I say, if you're facing the house of Rasulullah, to the right of it is a gorge where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his family, the Hashimid family, were imprisoned and made to suffer there for approximately 3 years by the Quraysh. So this is that place. And then if you now go towards Marwa, from the outside walking towards Marwa, just before you get to Marwa, at the bottom there is the place where Khadija radiallahu anha lived, and when Nabi Kareem sallallahu lived with Khadija radiallahu anha, and all Nabi sallallahu children that were born from Khadija radiallahu anha were born at this place. And not far from there was the house of Abu Jahl also. At this house of Khadija radiallahu anha is where Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was surrounded by the Quraysh, and they tried to assassinate Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but they were unable to assassinate Rasulullah. Allah protected Rasulullah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had recited فَخْشَيْنَاهُمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ, and he put sand on their heads, and he came out, and from there he went and met Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu lived on the opposite side. When you come out of Bab Fahd, when you walk forward, you'll find at Makkah Towers, a building which is a shop that is called Rolex. At this place around there was where Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu lived. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam went there, and from there picked up Abu Bakr, and they continued on the journey for Hijrah. The mountain behind Makkah Towers, Zamzam Towers, you will find is called Jabal Umar. That is where Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu lived. And when you are walking towards Jabal Umar, on the right hand side, a short distance away from there, is that area where those young children were buried alive prior from the time of in the time of ignorance until Rasulullah Nabuwat. These people were so far that they took it as an evil to have a daughter, and this is where they used to bury their children. And this mentioned in the Quran, وَإِذَا الْمَوْءُودَةُ سُئِلَتْ. Jazakallah khair.